evening, fellow YouTubers. Welcome to Mr.V's Impression Theatre. Today I bring you If I Ran the Circus by Dr. Seuss, read by Humphrey Bogart. And all the whole town, the most wonderful spot is right behind Mr. Sneelock's store in a big vacant lot. It's just the right spot for my wonderful plan, said young Morris McGurk, if I clean up the cans. Now a fellow like me, said young Morris McGurk, couldn't get rid of this junk in a half-hour's work. I'll yank up those weeds, I'll chop down the dead trees. I'll haul off the old cars, there's just 2 or 3. The whole place will be ready, you see, for all ready to put up my circus. I think I'll call it Circus McGurkus. The Circus McGurkus, the greatest show on the face of the earth, or wherever you go. The Circus McGurkus, the cream of the cream. The Circus McGurkus, the Circus Supreme. The Circus McGurkus, Colossus, Stupendo, and this astounding, fantastic, terrific, and tremendous. I'll bring in my acrobats, jugglers, and clowns from 1,033 faraway towns to the place that you'll see them, ladies and gents, right behind Mr. Sneelock's circus in the great McGurk tents. I don't suppose old Sneelock will mind when he's suddenly at a circus right behind. After all, Mr. Sneelock's one of my friends. He might help out doing small odds and ends. Little old jobs, and he could be of some aid, such as selling balloons and pink lemonade. I think 5 gallons will be about right, and then we'll be ready for opening night. On an opening night, I'll hoist up the curtains. The crowds will be in, and then the Circus McGurkus will promptly begin, with a prompt welcoming hoot of my welcoming horn, by the horn-tooting apes of the jungle of Dawn, where the best horn-tooting apes were all born. Cause the fresh air there is fine for the lungs, and some of these fellows have 2 or 3 tongues. This way, step right in. And this way, ladies and gents, my sideshow starts in the first of my tents. When you see what goes on, you'll say no, the circus is half as great as the Circus McGurkus. Here on stage 1, from the ocean of hope, is the most amazing thing, a walrus and bronze. Who can stand on one whisker, that wonderful wall, on 5 balls to a tennis 3 of golf. It's a marvelous trick, if I say so myself. And on stage number 2, something new. It is from the country of Flum comes the drum-tumming Stum, who can drum any tune whom you might care to He doesn't mind one bit, 'cause his drummy tum is numb. And now you'll meet the Foon, the remarkable Foon, who eats up peppers that fall off the moon. The reason he likes them, it appears, is because he likes it blowing smoke from his ears. Of course, pebbles like these will be hard to collect, but Sneelock will manage somehow, I expect. After all, Mr. Sneelock's one of my friends, and I'm sure he'll help out doing small odds and ends. And on stage number 4 is the wily Waloo, who can use his long tail as a sort of lasso. With a flip of his hip and a tail with a tail of his kind, he can capture whoever is standing behind. He can capture old Sneelock, I'm sure he won't mind. A show of all shows, there's no other showman who shows you a show like the blindfolded bowman from Bigger the Root, a sharp the world's sharpest sharpshooter. Just look at him shoot. He can shoot through the holes of 3 donuts, and the 2 hairs on a worm, the knees of 3 birds, without making them swim. And then through a crab apple on top of the head of Sneelock will help out, as I've said. And now comes to this spot where the spotlight is hot, and you'll see in the spotlight the jiggling jot, who can jiggle some stuff you might think he could not, like 22 question marks, which is a lot, and 44 commas, and also 1 dot. Now that's the kind of Circus McGurkus I've got. But that's just the sideshow act, the start, the beginning. This way to the big tent, you'll find your head spinning. My ladies and gents, youngsters and oldsters, because your head'll spin right off your shoulders. So hurry, step lively, quick, ladies and gents, and get in your seats in my tent of all tents. My parade of parades is about to commence. You'll see Drum Major Sneelock fling his baton, and Organ McGurkus come on, with his steaming up pipes of gold brass skin, stoning all sorts of snorts and in a bubbling din. That is super stupendous, stupendous. And when I play Dixie, please join in the chorus. And the fluff couple will ride in a couple. Next in line, a fine flummox will shuffle. The flummox will carry a lurch in the pail, and the feeble will carry the flummox's tail. While on top of the flummox, 3 twanging snop will twang mighty twangs, and the 3 snarping arp. But while bolster blow loops, and 3 nozzle blazzle, and the nostril will blow oots with his 1 nozzle snoozle. Then comes the lion with plenty of bout, where new stuff for 44 minutes about. And then behind them, while everyone stares, come my to and fro matches, who march in 5 layers. The froes march the twos, and the twos march on the froes. I don't know how they do it, but they bow as it goes. And now comes an enormous performance. No former performance performs this performance. This stunt is slippingly frightening. Ning, down from the top of my tent like grease lightning, and through pots full of stickle bush trees, and slides a man, what a man, on his roller skis. And he'll steer without fear, and you'll know at a glance that it's Sneelock, the man who takes chance after chance, and he won't even rip a small hole in his pants. And here in this cage is a beast most ferocious, who's known in the far as the Spotted Atrocious, who growls, howls, and yowls the most blood-curdling sounds, and each tooth in his mouth weighs at least 60 pounds, and he chews up and eats with the greatest of ease things like carpets and sidewalks, peoples and trees. But the great Colonel Sneelock is just the right kind of man who can tame him. I'm sure he won't mind. And then I'll let Sneelock off for a few minutes rest, while high above the edge you'll see the best of the world's finest, fanciest, breeziest trapezing, my Zoom Zoom troop from West Upper Easing. Whoever quite know while they zoop and they zoom, whether they catch what one or who will catch whom, or who will catch which by the what which just where or just when, not just how, or in which part of the air. Hey, what a circus, my circus McGurkus. My workers love work, they say. Work us, please work us. We'll work and we'll work up so many surprises that you'll never see Av if you add 40 eyes. And now against Sneelock. Brave Sneelock is back, rising risking life on my patented risk-lifing track. On the speedster I call the colliding collisions, race around in swift cars called the abrasion contusions. And Sneelock just lies there, not one bit excited. I know he won't mind, he's simply delighted. And here the contest of brute strength and muscle. Kid Sneelock, my champ of champs, will now tussle, and wrestle the beast called the Grizzly Ghastly, and slap him around and then slam him down fastly, and pin him in both his shoulders, tight and flat on the mat. Kid Sneelock will love it, I'm sure of that. And while that goes on there, look at this go on here. Have you heard of a herd called the through-horn jumping deer? Every deer jumps through the horns of another pell-mell, while his horns jump through at the same time as well. By the deer whose horns also are being jumped through, by another who's having horns that jump through too, which I'm sure my trainer Sneelock will train them to do. Then the tent will ring hooray and wild spouts, while I wheel my whales and turn on their spouts. First, my whale number one will aim, the name's true, spout, it's a spout that spouts Sneelock to whale number two. Then whale number two will spout it with his spout like a gun, and spouts Mr. Sneelock right back to whale number one. Then backwards and forwards, one spout after spout. My great spout rider Sneelock will get spouted about, just as long as there's water and there's spouting holds out. Then the tournament knights, noble apes without fear, Sir Hector, Sir Vector, Sir Bops and Sir Beards, Sir Hawkins, Sir Dawkins, Sir Jocks and Juts and Jeers, clatter into the tent while everyone cheers. The stage is a roustabout joust with their boxing club spears. Yes, and while the great ruckus is going on below, on the top of the tent, look, is the star of the show, the great daredevil Sneelock, the brave, world's bravest type. He comes all through the air on three Suprian snipe. On the dingus contraption attached to his pipe, while the people below are turning chalk white and biting their fingernails as off in their fright, great Sneelock will soar into tremendous height. Then he shakes himself loose and starts into a dive. No such man on earth couldn't come out alive, but he smiles as he falls, and no fear does he feel. His nerves are like iron, his muscles like steel, and he plunges down, while his hair is neatly combed 4,692 feet deep below. then he'll land in a fishbowl. He'll manage just fine. Don't ask him how he'll manage. That's his job, not mine. Why? He'll be a hero, of course. He won't mind when he finds that he has a circus behind. And that concludes this episode of Mr.V's Impression Theatre. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you all next time. Good night. And remember, good Lord, take a like it.